We dragons don't leave our caves anymore. There's no reason to leave, nowhere to go. When I was a strong dragon, I was needed. You see, back then, young women did not choose their own husbands. Their fathers told them whom to marry. So desperate maidens hired me and other dragons to fight their unwanted suitors. I was in such a demand, I painted my scales occasionally so no one thought it was strange that one dragon was getting into so many fights. Green is my natural color, but you should have seen me when I was purple. I looked very royal, and yellow was fun for a while. I remember, well, one beautiful lady in distress, Maid Gwendolyn.
So, Dragon, I need your help. My father has promised me to Sir Grimbald, but I can't marry him.
Why not?
People say he already has a wife in another kingdom. Besides, I love another maid. Sir Dudley is his name. Please, Sir Dragon, I want you to fight Sir Grimbald and defeat him.
For a feat, I'd be delighted to help you, my lady.
Name your price.
100 gallons of kerosene. As you know, my breath has no fire without kerosene.
Agreed, but after you defeat Sir Grimbald, I want you to fight my knight, Sir Dudley, and let him defeat you. If my plan succeeds, I marry Sir Dudley, and I will double your fee.
She told him her plan, they worked out the details, then she left. One cannot fight if one's opponent does not know.
There is to be a battle, so I went from inn to inn saying terrible things about Sir Grimbald. Sir Grimbald is a toad-eating, good-for-nothing, cow-stealing liar.
His words upset no one, so I knew the knight was not there. At the next inn, he called out,
Sir Grimbald is an egg-sucking, chicken-hearted, snaggle-toothed thief.
Again, no one became angry, so the dragon went on, and at the third inn, the dragon yelled.
Sir Grimbald is a flop-eared, yellow-bellied, bowl-legged glob of chicken fat.
This time someone answered,
Who dares insult me?
'Tis I, a fire-breathing, death-defying, fearless green dragon.
You're an overgrown swamp lizard with one hand tied behind my back. I could knock you down with a single blow. Go back to your cave before I snuff your flame forever.
I believe you're afraid to fight a dragon.
Take that back or fight to the death.
I'll see you Tuesday in front of the vine-covered castle.
He spent the next few days preparing. He practiced terrible roars,
Roar!
blew smoke rings, and rehearsed his victory speech at least 50 times. News of the coming battle spread quickly. As the sun rose on Tuesday, hundreds of people lined the battle green near the vine-covered castle. Maid Gwynol sat beside her father under a large tree.
At one end of the green stood Sir Grimbald, looking evil and mean. The people shouted and hissed at him. Sir Grimbald shook his fist at them, then mounted his horse. He stood at the other end of the green, handsome and dignified. He nodded toward the people and blew perfect green smoke rings.
Hoorah, squash the evil knight. Let the fight begin.
Roar!
He roared like thunder and raced across the green. Sir Grimbald charged and met the dragon in the center. With a shrill cry, Sir Grimbald thrust his lance at the dragon's side. It bounced off. Sir Grimbald challenged the dragon again. This time, Sir Grimbald swung in battle axe at the dragon's neck, but the weapon broke into two when it struck his hard scales. Sir Grimbald attacked once more, waving a mighty club.
Prepare to die, dragon.
He aimed the club between his eyes. Flames leaped from the dragon's mouth and turned the club to ash.
Enough of this play.
Billowing black smoke and roaring his loudest roar, the dragon attacked. He knocked Sir Grimbald from his horse and backed him against the tree. As the dragon was about to make a spectacular end of him, he ruined the show with a cry of defeat. He crawled from his armor, dashed under the dragon's belly, and disappeared in the crowd. And then Maid Gwendolyn stole the show.
Oh, Father, how can I marry such a coward?
She cried, her chin trembled, and tears streamed down her face.
Dear daughter, you're right. I must find someone more worthy for your hand.
Excuse me, sir, but there is no need to find another suitor for your daughter. She now belongs to me.
Preposterous. You have no right to her.
But I do. I have won the battle. My Gwendolyn is my prize.
Help! Save me!
If any man can defeat this dragon, he may marry my daughter.
The people looked at each other nervously. Would anyone accept the challenge?
I will fight the dragon.
Go with your dad.
It's Sir Dudley. He has saved many a lady in distress.
Our battle was quickly fought. The knight thrust a gleaming sword towards his heart. He shifted his body a bit, and the sword slid harmlessly under his arm, puncturing a pouch of red dye hidden there. As the dye leaked to the ground, he pretended to be gravely wounded. He roared a few pitiful roars, screeched a doubt of steam, rolled over, and played dead. What a performance.
My hero!
Hoorah!
The men congratulated Sir Dudley. The women gathered around him and pretended to examine his fallen body. In whispers, they praised his grand acting.
What colors will you paint your scales next?
What name will you fight under?
How much will you charge to help me avoid a terrible marriage? After the people left the green, he crept silently to his cave. At the entrance, he found 200 gallons of kerosene, just as Gwendolyn had promised.
Thank you. I'll tell all my friends about you. Love, Gwendolyn.
Alas, as time passed, fewer and fewer young maidens needed his help. Maidens had more say about their marriages, while today they even chose their own husbands. Modern women have no use for dragons, so he and all the other dragons have become obsolete.
But he don't want to sit in the dark, drafty cave blowing smoke rings for the rest of his life. That's why he opened a school. He trained young dragons for dramatic roles in video games and movies. With his acting talent, we know he'll be a smashing success.
Star.